WWE return changes everything. Rhea Ripley's shocking situation. Roman Reigns faces backlash. WWE's latest twist explained. A new WWE war begins. What if the biggest WWE return wasn't just a comeback, but the first sign that the entire WWE landscape is about to change? And what if the drama surrounding Rhea Ripley and Roman Reigns is only the beginning of a much bigger story that nobody has completely figured out yet? The WWE universe is watching closely because something feels different right now. There's a strange tension in the air, and whenever WWE gets this quiet, it usually means something huge is about to explode. WWE fans have seen this pattern many times before. The small moments, the strange reactions, the unexpected conversations, they often become the foundation for the biggest stories. And right now, one major return has completely shifted the discussion. Suddenly, the predictions have changed, the theories have multiplied, and everyone is trying to understand what happens next. Because in WWE, one moment can completely change everything. A single appearance can create new rivalries, destroy alliances, and force superstars to rethink their entire future. It's honestly amazing how quickly wrestling fans become detectives. Someone gives another wrestler a certain look and suddenly there are hundreds of theories explaining why the look means a betrayal is coming. Sometimes fans go too far, but other times they somehow predict exactly what happens. And right now, all eyes are on Rhea Ripley. Rhea has become one of the most powerful and talked about superstars in WWE. She isn't just someone who steps into the ring and competes. She has a presence that changes the entire atmosphere. Whether fans support her or dislike her, she always creates a reaction, and that's what makes a true WWE star. But lately, the situation around her has raised a lot of questions. Fans are wondering if Rhea is about to enter one of the biggest moments of her career. Is she facing a challenge that could test everything she has built? Is there something happening that could completely change her path? Or is WWE slowly setting up a twist that nobody is expecting? That's the mystery. Rhea is usually the person controlling the situation. She's the one who walks into chaos and makes everyone else react. But what happens when the chaos is something even she cannot control? That's where things get interesting. Because every great WWE character eventually reaches a moment where they have to face something bigger than themselves. The dominant star gets tested. The confident champion gets pushed. The person who always had the advantage suddenly finds themselves fighting to stay ahead. And that could be exactly what is happening with Rhea right now. But while fans are watching her situation closely, another major name is once again creating huge discussions, and that name is Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns has reached a level where even his smallest moves create massive reactions. Whether he appears on WWE television or not, people are always talking about him. His decisions, his future, his legacy, everything becomes a conversation. That's the kind of impact very few wrestlers ever achieve. But recently, the conversation around Roman has changed. It's not only about championships, dominance, or being the biggest star in the company. It's about the reactions from fans, the pressure surrounding him, and whether his next moves could create unexpected consequences. Some fans believe Roman is still playing the long game. They believe every decision has a purpose and that WWE is slowly building toward another unforgettable moment. Other fans believe this could be the beginning of a major shift, where Roman finally has to deal with challenges he didn't see coming. And honestly, that's what makes this entire situation so interesting. Everyone has a theory. Someone thinks a betrayal is coming. Someone else believes a massive match is being planned. Another fan thinks WWE is setting up something completely different. And the funny thing is, one of them might actually be right. The biggest question now is how this huge return connects everything together. Because a return in WWE is never just about the person coming back. The timing matters. The reason matters. The people affected by it matter. When a superstar returns at the perfect moment, it doesn't just create excitement, it changes the entire direction of the company. It creates new possibilities. It opens doors that weren't there before. It forces everyone to adjust. And this return feels like it happened at a very important time. Suddenly, the balance of power feels different. People who seemed comfortable are now being challenged. Stars who thought they knew what was happening are now facing new questions. And that is where the real drama begins. Maybe this is the moment where Rhea Ripley proves why she belongs at the top. Maybe this is the moment where she faces the toughest challenge of her career and comes out even stronger. Because that's how WWE creates unforgettable stories. The biggest stars are not remembered only because they win. They are remembered because of the moments where they were pushed to their limits. And Roman Reigns understands that better than almost anyone. His entire WWE journey has been about transformation. He went from being heavily criticized by fans to becoming one of the most important figures in modern WWE. He changed his character, changed the way people viewed him, and built a legacy that will be discussed for years. But every major story eventually reaches a turning point. Every dominant run eventually faces a new challenge. And the question is whether this current drama is the beginning of another major chapter for Roman. Could this lead to a new rivalry? Could it force him to change his approach? Could it reveal a side of Roman that fans haven't seen before? Nobody knows yet, and that uncertainty is exactly why people are paying attention. Because WWE has always been about creating moments where fans ask questions. They know how to make people wonder what happens next. They know how to take one situation and slowly expand it into something much bigger. And right now, that feeling is everywhere. There is also the possibility that these stories are connected in ways fans haven't discovered yet. Maybe the return wasn't just meant to surprise everyone. Maybe it was meant to shake up the entire WWE world. Maybe it was designed to create tension between superstars who weren't even connected before. That's when WWE storytelling becomes interesting. The best stories are not always obvious immediately. They build slowly. They leave clues. They make fans look back and realize that small details from weeks ago were actually important. And if WWE is doing that right now, then fans could be watching the early stages of something massive. We've seen this happen before. One small moment turns into a rivalry. A rivalry becomes personal. A personal fight changes careers forever. That's why this situation with Rhea Ripley and Roman Reigns has so many people talking. The WWE universe feels like something is coming. Maybe it's a shocking betrayal. Maybe it's an unexpected alliance. Maybe it's a huge match nobody predicted. Or maybe WWE is preparing something completely different just to surprise everyone again. Because if there's one thing WWE loves doing, it's making fans think they know the answer and then changing the entire story. Sometimes the prediction everyone believes becomes reality. Other times, WWE takes the opposite direction and creates something